So after the whole Kristaps Porzingis thing, I figured it was time to check in on the NBA's worst team, the New York Knicks. And just so you guys know, if you want to see the stats, there'll be a full box score in the description. I mean, I don't think many people are expecting much from a Knicks Pistons game in early February, but honestly, I think I saw some pretty interesting things in this one from both teams. For example, this is definitely Dennis Smith Jr.'s best game as a Knicks so far. He already looks more comfortable than I think I've ever seen him. He looks really good creating for himself, he's being very aggressive, and he's doing a great job creating for his teammates. The only issues I would have with him from last night was that in the second half he struggled from the line a bit, and he seemed to just kind of disappear in the fourth quarter. But right now we'll just chalk that up to youth and him playing on a new team. While we're on the topic of Dennis Smith Jr., I'm actually really curious to see what the Knicks do with their point guard situation. I mean, since they traded for Dennis Smith Jr., I have to assume they plan on letting Emmanuel Mudiay walk this offseason. But then they still do have Frank, who really hasn't shown much in his time in the NBA. In fact, he's been pretty bad, but he's on his rookie contract and could still be a solid point guard in the future. Plus, they did use the 8th pick on him only 2 seasons ago, so it's probably not worth giving up on him yet. Back on topic though, something else I felt the Knicks did really well this game was move the ball. Now, I watch pretty much every single Knicks game, so I do want to say that I feel that the ball movement has been a lot better ever since that trade happened, and there are less really bad shots being taken. Now, the problem is the Knicks can't consistently hit the good ones, as they did miss a ton of open opportunities this game. Again, this is one of the youngest teams in the league, so we're just going to have to give them a little bit of time to develop and learn to be a bit more consistent. Last thing I want to mention for the Knicks, and this isn't necessarily a criticism because you do what you got to do, but there were definitely some tanky moves tonight. For example, Noah Vonleh, who's been really great for the Knicks and one of their best players all season, and Luke Kornet, who's been very good lately, played a combined 7 minutes tonight. Again, not a criticism, but I think it definitely contributed to the loss. Alright, so I think you've heard enough about the Knicks, so let's move on to the Pistons. One thing I think that was huge for Detroit was that their bench played well tonight. Right now, they're around 20th in the league in bench scoring, but tonight their bench gave them 41 points, and that's huge for them. It's also a really good sign going forward, considering this team made some trades to strengthen their bench, and they should also be buyers in the buyout market, so their bench will only be stronger going forward. And Detroit's only half a game out the playoffs right now, so they're really going to need that. But that wasn't the only thing that led to the win for the Pistons. I felt like their ball movement was excellent this game. They set each other up so nicely, and this has been said a bunch of times, but Blake Griffin is a fantastic playmaker. When the offense is running through him, that's when it looks its best. In fact, I'd say I really only have one complaint about the Pistons this game, and that's that they were dealing with a bit of foul trouble, and I think that helped the Knicks get back into the game around the third quarter. Andre Drummond had 4 and had to sit in most of the third, but as soon as he was able to come back in, they ran away with the game. But those are actually all my major thoughts for this game, so if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave me a like. If you enjoy NBA content in general, go ahead and subscribe to this NBA channel, and I'll see you guys next time.